The National Choreographers project is something that is really, I guess, a project for a pivotal time in an emerging choreographer's career. You know, to be a choreographer, there have to be opportunities and platforms to actually participate, to develop your practice, to enhance your skills and to have takeaway. And to be in a room with people, mentors, like-minded young emerging choreographers, and people who want to create contemporary arts practice is exhilarating, and it extends your own practice and ideas. And I think all of the choreographers today, the emerging choreographers, can be so proud of what they achieved.
What I witnessed as part of the National Choreographers project, and particularly these 5 young artists that were involved in it this week during probably the most crucial aspect and development of their works, was their amazing ability to allow themselves to be outside their comfort zones and really engage with another artist's perspective on their own work and allow themselves to see it from the outside.
The National Choreographers project is really important because it's this place for young people or young dancers, perhaps some who've just graduated from their tertiary studies, to take that leap into their professional careers and to do so in a supported environment.
So my work, The Wall, is an interpretive piece about the beacon of the wall and what that wall represents to the individual. So it's left to the person that's viewing it, but for me, it's about whether the wall is good or bad. Should I be going to the wall? Do I need to go to the wall? Have I been missing the wall? What does the wall inherit in its presence, and what does it do to me physically as well? I've really benefited from the National Choreographers project in terms of getting space and support from mentors and just being in the right environment with other people, like-minded people that just really want to create and have passion. My focus mentor, Lena, was very good with feedback, giving me more to drive for during the creative process, like asking the right questions to get the right results and keep the purpose of my work true.
So my work for the National Choreographers project explores the concept of biophilia, and that's a hypothesis that suggests that all human beings have a tendency to seek connections with nature and with other living beings. And what really drew me to the biophilia hypothesis is the Greek derivatives of that word. So bio meaning living and philia meaning love. And for me, that really embodies my love of the natural world and what I explore in my practice. The National Choreographers project is a really amazing opportunity because we have had that opportunity to have the developments professionally filmed, which means it's an amazing springboard to use this small creative development in future projects. And having that film means that you can use it for funding applications, residency applications, and for your portfolio, which for me as an emerging young artist is an invaluable opportunity. Adrianne Semmens was a really wonderful support in helping us to navigate the challenge of the break between the initiation of the project in December and when we ended up filming this year in 2022. She really brought the support that we needed to bring the ideas that we were exploring before into what we created now.
My experience with NCP was really fantastic, with bringing my idea into practice with wonderful mentors, warm support and advice. Yeah, and also I had the opportunity to go to the museum to get some ideas. And my project material is about the combination of Japanese culture in contemporary dance, and also my background from the Japanese traditional dance and then contemporary dance. And I was fascinated with the Japanese poetry about the stars in daylight, and the stars can't be seen in the daylight, but it's still there. So I wanted to express something like that. But the meteor is like a shooting stars. I wanted catch just every star is different, and so they're going from the different directions, just like us. And I just wanted to express through my dance.
So learning more about choreography through this process, I really learned how to just use my own insights rather than having like stimulus from like outside choreographers and stuff like that. So yeah, I just had to like come up with things of my own and yeah, really delve into that. And having the mentors there was really helpful to get feedback and advice, and they really helped me along the way. My work is about the unexplainable pull that you feel towards absolutely anything. It could be anything, but yeah, just like this pull that comes from within. And yeah, I just tried to explore that and like what different things it could be that pulls you. So at the start, it was kind of like an intrigue. So I was like leading forward, like intrigued about what I was being pulled towards. And then towards the middle, it gets a bit more loss of control. And then I start to be pulled from like my chest rather than intrigue. So yeah, different initiation points for the pull. And then for the end, it's just kind of like you have no more control, like you're just being pulled there.
A bit about this work. This work is in collaboration with me and one of my really dear friends, Belle Juhas, who's a brilliant visual artist who works in body sculpt, and we sort of had been wanting to come together for a while and share our experience as queer creators. And so we kind of formed this idea of taking a bit of her practice and her values into mine as a mover and a creator. And we've made a piece that sort of reflects the compression and the historic, anatomical relationship that queer people have with the body, and that kind of comes through in a literal and a metaphoric sense. And yeah, it's just been a beautiful melding of our two practices. For me, the National Choreographers project really helped me develop a beautiful relationship with Adrianne Semmens, who has been my focus mentor for the time, and learning from such a open creator who is able to bring her experience into the room and in such a positive way support the ideas and nurture the intentions of not just me, but everyone that she's been in charge of, has been incredible. And I really value that. And also getting to meet and befriend a lot of these lovely people has been fantastic. Working with Lena Limazani as well, I was able to also provide a completely different world of feedback, and was able to sort of provide me with an interesting insight. Working with Amanda Phillips as well, I was able to sort of focus in on some of the more stagecraft elements. I was the producer of the sound score for my work, so working in development with some of the ideas that Amanda had brought to the forefront, I was able to then take them and run with them as my own, and sort of, independently create a sound score through some of maybe the initial instruction that was given, and sort of grow my own identity within this work. The National Choreographers project, and really any institutional organisation that's willing to take the chance on emerging artists, is a major step forward, allowing us to have the independence and also giving us the space and the development time is invaluable. But also, there is a group of and a whole generation of up-and-coming artists that are starting to take the responsibilities and take these roles and lead the charge into a new way. And I feel very privileged to be in in amongst a group of peers that are a part of that change and a part of that new wave coming forward.
The National Choreographers Project is really important at Dance Hub SA because it's pivotal to the careers of these artists at this moment in time. They're emerging artists looking at ways to go forward, and you can only go forward as a choreographer with a platform to springboard from.